Good morning everyone. Today's topics is microbial genetics. In your syllabus, this topics included with three processes by which genetic material can transfer. Let's see what are the process involves to transfer the genetic material. So there's a three process, that is transformation, transductions and conjugation process, by which genetic materials of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells are transferred. So basically, what is the transformations? A British bacteriologist, Frederick Griffin's experiments with bacteriums was first to reveal the transforming principle in 1928. So here in the transformation process, a fragments of DNA is taken directly from the donor to recipients. In all this transformation process, there is need of two cells. One is donor and another is recipient. Donor cells who transfer the genetic materials and recipient cells obviously receive the genetic materials. So next is a transduction. Transduction were reported in 1952 by Norton Ginberg and Joseph Lederberg. Genes transfer donor to recipient cells via a phage virus. In this case of transduction, there is a presence of a vehicle, that is the phage virus or phage virus, by which donor materials or donor genetic materials is transferred into the recipient cell. And the next and last procedures is conjugations. Conjugation is the only process where the donor cells and recipient cells get in physical contact. This conjugations process was first discovered in 1946 by Edward Tretums and Johann Lederberg. Okay, let's see the first process, that is transformation. In case of transformations, here a naked DNA uptake by recipients. Naked DNA means the only part of the DNA, not the combination proteins and the cytoplasmic materials of the cell. Only the DNA part is uptake by the recipient or recipient cell. It may occur by naturally or artificial process. It may occur in naturals in bacterial cells, or it may occur in artificially in the lab. Okay, let's see what are the process involves in this transformation process. First, what are the steps? First steps is within the donor cells, with the help of exonuclease, convert double-stranded DNA to single-stranded DNA. Here in the donor cells, donor cell DNA is double-stranded DNA. For transferring those double-stranded DNA or DNA materials, it need to be single-stranded. And from double-stranded to single-stranded conversions, during these conversions, enzymes help. Those enzyme is called exonuclease. Those exonuclease helps to converting the double-stranded DNA into the single-stranded DNA. Next process number 2, that is same environmental competent cells received a bacterial DNA fragments with the help of competent factors or component proteins, which can facilitate the binding of DNA to the cell surface and uptake into the cytoplasm of the cells. That means in the same environment where the donor cell is present, the competent cells or recipient cells receive the bacterial DNA fragments with the help of competent factors or competent proteins. As you can see, the recipient cells are called as competent cells, as because they have proteins called competent proteins or competent factors. Those competent factors make a sense for DNA fragments. And those proteins are help to facilitate or binding the DNA to the cell surface into the cytoplasm of the cells. Okay. Next process, the next steps, that is the single-stranded fragments combines with the homologous sites of the central DNA or central DNA of recipient cells. That means those fragments of DNA which received by recipient cells combines with the homologous sites of the chromosomal DNA or recipient cell DNA. Okay. After binding, they can replicate, or those DNA fragments which are not binded with the chromosomal DNA of the recipient cells are degraded. After binding and replications, those recipient cells develop the characteristics of the donor cell. So here you can see in these pictures the picturization summary of transformations, where recipient cells and naked DNA fragments is present in the same environment. After that, competent proteins of recipient cells make a sense for the naked DNA, and those competent factors facilitate the naked DNA into the cytoplasms of the recipient cells. After receiving into the cytoplasms of the recipient cells, those naked DNA combines with the homologous sites of the competent cells. Here you can see in these pictures the combinations of the combinations of the donor DNA or naked fragments of donor DNA and the chromosomal DNA of the recipient cell. That means now the recipient cells bear the characteristics of some characteristics of the donor cell. And next process is transduction process. Transduction process is involved with two types of or two variety of process, that is generalized and specialized transduction. As you can see in the previous definitions of transductions, here is the presence of vehicle, that is the bacteriophage, and those bacteriophage have tendency to attack bacterial cells and transfer their genetic materials into the bacterial cells. In case of generalized transports, if all the fragments of the bacterial DNA from any regions of the chromosomes have the same chance to enter into the transducing bacteriophage, it is called generalized transduction. As I said before, a phage virus have tendency to attack the bacterial cells and they transfer their genetic material into the host cells. During the lysis, those fragments of those phage DNA can split out the chromosomal DNA of the host cell, right? Parallelly, they can copy themselves, right? When the viral DNA first begins to lytic cycles in the donor bacteriums, and fragmentations may occur in the host cells. Donor DNA get into the small pieces. Obviously, when the phage DNA attack the host DNA, they undergo lysis, that means the degradation of the host DNA or fragmentations of the host DNA, by which a cell can be done. But in case of specialized transductions, the bacteriophage transferred only few restricted genes from the donor to the recipients. In case of specialized transductions carried out by a temperate bacteriophage which undergoes lysogenic cycles to the donor bacteria. In case of generalized transduction, there is a occurrence of lysis. In case of specialized transfer, the temperate bacteriophage attacked and it goes to the lysogenic cycle. In case of specialized transductions, when such lysogenic cells exposed to certain stimuli such as some chemicals or UV lights, it comes inductions of the virus genome from host cells genomes, and begins the lytic cycle. After attacking into the host cells, the phage DNA make their copies. During the assembly of the virus, any fragments of the host DNA or chromosomal DNA can be incorporated into the viral DNA into its capsids or head. Phage virus have their head. So, into the head, they bear the chromosomal DNA or fragments of chromosomal DNA. As because first time when they attacked into the host cells, they degrade the chromosomal DNA or fragment the chromosomal DNA. So these cells also have the fragmentations of chromosomal DNA and the viral DNA also, or fudge DNA also. By mistake or by error, those during the copies of the fudge, the viral in the case of in the place of viral DNA, a bacterial DNA fragments is inserted into the capsid of the bacteriophage or head of the bacteriophage. So it's become the abnormal types of fudge. After the cell lysis, such abnormal bacteriophage, those containing the host DNA, infected the recipient bacteria and transferred this DNA into the new cells or recipient cells. This new DNA is not a viral DNA. Obviously, it's not the viral DNA. It heads containing the host DNA only. It does not replicates into the recipient cell, but undergoes homologous recombination. That means it binds with the chromosomal DNA in the homologous sites of the chromosomal DNA with the recipient chromosomal DNA. But in case of specialized transport, there is a temperate phage enters into the, after entering the temperate phage inside the donor cells, then its genomes compact with the host genome. It combines with the specific sites of host DNA, and then this host cells goes into the lytic cycles. During this, parallelly they make some copies of the bacteriophage. During this copying times, the capsids of the phage genome carries a part of the chromosomal DNA of the host, and this abnormal types of bacteriophage then enters or attacked into the recipient cells, and they transfer the genetic materials of the head of genetic materials of the phage DNA, which is replaced by the host DNA, entered into the recipient cell. See the picturized presentations of generalized and specialized transactions, by which you can understand clearly. In case of generalized transactions, a phage DNA attacked, at first a phage DNA attacked the bacterial cell, and this phage DNA entered the phage DNA into it, and they fragmented the bacteriophage or bacterial chromosomes. After fragmentations in the bacterial cells, there is a presence of both the phage DNA and the fragments of the chromosomal DNA of its own. And parallelly, those phage DNA copying themselves. During the copying times, by mistake or by error, a fragments of DNA is replaced the DNA of the phage or phage DNA. Then after lysis of these cells, those abnormal types of phage DNA attacked the recipient cells. After attacking those abnormal cells, transfer the genetic materials which it has in this head, entered into the recipient cells. After entering into the recipient cells, those fragments of DNA combines with the homologous sites of the chromosomal DNA. After combinations, they can replicate and they bear the characteristics of the donor cell. In other hands, in case of specialized transactions, a temperate bacteriophage attacked at first the bacterial cells. They combines with the bacterial chromosomes, and parallelly they forms the copying of themselves. During the copying times, the fragments of DNA or host DNA entered into the capsids of the phage DNA, okay, or head of the phage DNA. After lysis, as we say, lysogenic cell cycle, when exposed to certain stimuli such as some chemicals or UV lights, it undergoes into the lytic cycles. So after lytic cycles, cell can degrade and the abnormal types of bacteriophage release into the environment, and those abnormal types of bacteriophage then attack to the recipient cells. And after attacking the recipient cells, those DNA transferred into the recipient cells, and after receiving those types of combinations or combined DNA, they combines with the recipient DNA. Then recipient DNA can replicate and they present the characteristics of the donor DNA, or they carries the characteristics of donor DNA. And that is how the generalized transcription and specialized transcriptions occurs in case of the genes transformation. And that's all for translations and transformation and transcription process. Hope you will understand. In next video we will discuss about the conjugation process. Till then, take care. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching, and please do like, share and subscribe for next update.